everyone. Hello to all the people watching me live, and hello to everyone watching the replay. Thank you so much for being here today. Today we're going to look at common English idioms and how to use them in daily conversation. You know, I think we need to jump straight in, so let's look at my notes. Okay, wonderful. So, there we go. Okay. So here we are, another live lesson. The topic again, common English idioms and how to use them in daily conversation. And I see a lot of you saying hello. Hello to everyone. This is really nice. Renata, I can see you were counting down. 1 minute left, that's right. Elvira, good afternoon, teacher. I'm glad to see you again. I'm off today because it is a national celebration. Oh, that's wonderful. I hope you've been enjoying your day off. Hello, Kamachi, nice to see you again. And I'm seeing lots of people here. This is wonderful. Hello. Great. Okay. Nice. And I'm going to say a quick hello to Nederlanditis. Hello, good to see you here. Okay, nice. Right, to my notes. You can see I've prepared 7 pages of notes for you. And we're going to look at some really common idioms. Earlier, I did a poll and I had a few questions. I'm not sure if you can still see the poll on my channel. So the question was, do you enjoy learning idioms? Yes, no, a little bit, and then what is an idiom? Most of you said, yes, you enjoy learning idioms. And if you don't, well, too bad, because they're necessary and you have to learn them. Oh, and I just realized today is the 23rd, not the 22nd. Ooh, that's important. 23rd, my mistake. Okay, and before we get started, you can join my English Nerd membership to keep these notes forever. I can see a few of my members here. Hello, good to have you. If you want to practice these, if you want to review later, you can join my membership. The link to do this is down below. Okay. So question here at the bottom, you can see here, what is an idiom? We need to look at this. If you don't know what an idiom is, well, that makes this lesson a little bit confusing. An idiom is an expression that doesn't have a literal meaning. You cannot translate an idiom word for word. So let's take a look. On the left, the literal meaning, break the ice. The boat has to break the ice before it can move forward. This is pretty literal. You can see the picture. The boat is actually pushing through the ice. Now we have the idiom, break the ice. This means to do something to make people feel relaxed, especially when nobody knows each other. It's always good to break the ice. Ooh! BB, thank you. Welcome to English Nerd. I'm excited to have you here. And after this lesson, give me about an hour. I'll have all these notes available for you. So I'll have all these notes. Wait after the lesson and you can get them. Thank you for joining me. Okay. Let's look at an example. I usually play a little game on the first day of an English course to help break the ice. I'm not sure if I have any English teachers watching, but do you play games? Even for adults, games are great. Rania, are idioms common? Yes, they are common. They're very common. How common are idioms? It depends on the situation, but they're very common and they're important to know because you can't translate them literally. That's why they can be a little bit challenging, but they're also really fun. Okay, let's keep going. And you can always take a screenshot or take notes. Pause a lesson, take notes if I'm moving too quickly. Okay. Ooh. Right, I'm gonna hide that one down there. Let me zoom in and hide that. Okay. Okay, this is the best I can do. Right. Look, I'm stuck in a giant ice cube. I had a lot of fun making that. Okay. What are some ways people can break the ice? Well, they can tell a joke, play a game, ask a question, give a compliment. You know, a compliment is something nice you say to someone. Like, oh, I like your hair. Or, ooh, that's a nice bag. I don't know. You can think of a compliment to give someone. And I have to welcome, sorry, I need to quickly welcome another member. I see. Thank you so much for joining. Heidi is saying, can we use idioms in formal conversation? Yes, they can be used in formal conversations. Normally, idioms I would describe as quite informal. However, you do see idioms in the news, for example, because they're really good in headlines. They're good to catch people's attention. So, generally, idioms are more informal, but it depends on the idiom. Dalton, nice to have you here. I try to make talking about something happen to break the ice with people that I don't know. Yeah, absolutely. Talking about current events like the news, talking about, the weather, even the weather, that's a classic one. That can break the ice for sure. Okay. Nice. Okay. Shrija is asking, do idioms help to increase our level of English, our standard of speech? Absolutely. You know, there really is no right and wrong when it comes to learning English. You want to learn everything. You have to learn the informal stuff. You have to learn the formal stuff. So yeah, absolutely. If you can squeeze in a couple of idioms here and there, it can make you sound really natural. And you'll be able to understand people when they're talking to you if they use an idiom. Good. Okay, nice. Let's keep going. We've already done one. Break the ice. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Number 2, I need your help. What goes here? It goes without any ideas? Does anyone know what this idiom is? Any guesses? Ooh, okay. I've seen a couple people with the correct answer. Nice, nice. Dara, you were super speedy. It goes without saying. Melissa, very nice. Nitroxer, very nice. Good. It goes without saying. Dana, nice. Vant, really nice. If I don't select you, I'm really trying. I can see a lot of answers coming in. Okay. Right, Dana, we've had. Very good. Okay. Right, it goes without saying. This is a great idiom you can use to squeeze into a conversation. Okay. And you can see I'm covering a lot of my notes. Someone asked me, why do you cover everything? Well, I want to make sure we're all going through this together, and I don't want to show things before I want you to look at them. Okay, here we go. Let's go here. It goes without saying, definition. Something is so obvious, You don't need to say it. It goes without saying. Example. It goes without saying that you should be polite to your customers. I mean, we all know this. No one needs to tell you this. This is so obvious. Nobody needs to tell you this. Of course you need to be polite to your customers. So, what situations can we use this? I have two examples. Let me move this down. Okay, I don't want to show anything. Okay. Let's first look to the left. We can say this when you are being generous, very friendly, very generous. Can you please drive me to the airport tomorrow? That goes without saying. Of course I'll take you. This is so obvious, you don't need to ask. You're being very polite, very friendly. It goes without saying. Let's change the situation. You are annoyed. Maybe you're a little bit annoyed. A. All of the guests will receive a free glass of champagne when they arrive. Here I have my champagne glass. They'll all receive a free glass of champagne. But not the children. Children don't get champagne. You can say, that goes without saying. This is so obvious, you don't need to say it. Why are you telling this? Why are you saying this? Sorry, why are you saying this? Okay. Oh no, I must cover everything. Okay. Let's look at the grammar. It goes without saying that subject verb. You know, idioms are important. We always think about idioms like their vocabulary, but it's also good to look at the grammar. It goes without saying that you can come into my house. It goes without saying that you can borrow my pen, of course. Or we can simply say, that goes without saying. Okay. I have a question from Icy. Could you explain one more time breaking the ice? Breaking the ice, let's go back up just for a moment. I'm gonna scroll up. You know, when you break the ice, you do something to make people feel relaxed. You know, think about ice. If you're covered in ice, you're kind of stiff, you're cold, you're not comfortable. Breaking the ice can make you feel relaxed. Okay, I'm scrolling down. And Kamachi, you got my back. Hi Arnel, you have typed with instead of without in the first example sentence. I can always count on you to point out my typos. Which sentence, Kamachi? Which one? Where do I see with without? That goes without saying that. Ooh, I found it. Thank you very much. Back. Okay. I appreciate it. If any of you see any typos, let me know immediately. That goes without saying. With is not part of the idiom. Don't use with. Okay. Good. Nitroxer is saying, is it possible to leave that out? Yes, it goes without saying subject verb. Absolutely. A lot of times that is not necessary. And in this case, that is true. We do not need that. That's a good point. It is optional. It's optional here, but in this one, you definitely need that. You need a subject. It goes with saying, here we go. Here's another one, optional. Nice. Good eyes, everyone. Nice detailed questions. Okay. Yes, I said this earlier. You've got my back. I've got your back. You've got my back means you support me or I'll support you. It's like someone literally supports you. You've got my back means I don't need to worry. You are here supporting me. Okay. Jude, nice question. Can we use that goes without saying in formal situations or an essay? This is more conversational. Maybe a journalist might use that goes without saying. However, no, I wouldn't use it in an essay. If you're going to do for example, the academic IELTS, I wouldn't say that goes without saying. In the speaking test, you could do it because it's kind of conversational, but I wouldn't put it in an essay. Okay. Let's keep going. Number 2, done. Scrolling down, scrolling. This one's tricky. I'm not giving you very much help. 2 possibilities. I-b or I'll-b. Same thing. Any ideas? Any ideas? If you're wrong, it doesn't matter. Just guess. What b thing can you put here? What do you think? Okay. Nice. A few guesses. I've seen one correct answer. Dalton, not I back. That's a good guess. Try again. Yogesh, nice. I bet or I'll bet. Julian, you got it. I bet or I'll bet. Absolutely, absolutely nice. And it's nice to see my English nerds here. So let me add that here. I bet. I'll bet. Same thing. Don't worry about the grammar here with this idiom. You might be thinking, I bet, I'll bet. Is there a difference? Is one future? No. You can use these interchangeably. Okay. First, let's look at the word bet. What does bet mean? Let's take a look. Let's scroll down. Here we go. Okay. Ooh. Definition. When you say I bet or I'll bet, you mean I'm certain. I feel this is 99% correct. But let's take a look at the verb bet, just the verb for a second, not the idiom, the verb. If you bet, you put money on something because you think it will win. I saw someone say, Alexander, very nice. Betting is gambling. You're risking your money. But if you think something's gonna win, you're gonna bet. For example, he bet $100 for his team to win. If his team wins, he'll double his money. If his team loses, he'll lose the $100. So you can imagine, if you feel something is 99% correct, you're gonna put money on it. You're gonna bet. Okay. First example, John is late again. Informal, in a conversation. I'll bet he forgot about our meeting. Do I know this for sure? Nope, I don't know that, but I'm 99% sure. I'll put some money on it. You know, I wanted to give you a formal or even neutral option just so you can really understand this idiom. You can also say, he must have forgotten about our meeting. This is the same thing. However, one is informal, conversational. The other one is more formal and neutral. Let's do another example. A, Ria is graduating tomorrow. I bet she's really excited. I'll bet she's really excited. Again, you could say, she must be really excited. Yeah. Okay. Third example. Prices are going up again next year, but I bet our salaries are not. But I'll bet our salaries are not. So, you know, try to use it. You're really just showing that, yeah, I really feel this is correct. Good. Nice. EL, yes, EG, for example. I bet it's going to rain later, so you might want to bring an umbrella. That's a really nice example. You know, you look outside, maybe the clouds are really dark, it's overcast. I bet it's gonna rain. Renata, this is an interesting question. Is I'll bet used more in North Carolina? Which one do you use more? Renata, North Carolina or North America? North Carolina is good. That's a state. That's very specific. Which one do I use more? I bet. I would say I bet. I wouldn't say I'll bet. They're both correct, but just thinking about it now, I bet. I bet. That's what I would say. I bet. Okay. Good. We can also use it to say, ooh, don't look, don't look, don't look, don't look. Haha. Okay. We're not there yet. I bet can also be used to mean, I'm not surprised. Again, you strongly believe this. I'm not surprised. I was so worried. I bet you were. Or I bet. I understand. I'm not surprised. She seemed really embarrassed. Imagine he's telling this guy a story. She seemed really embarrassed. I'll bet. Or I bet. Either one is fine. Subject verb, that's optional. You could just say, I bet. I'll bet. Nice. Sharif, and what about I guess? I guess is you're not sure. Let me think of an example. I guess maybe you're 50% sure, you're kind of guessing. I could say if we go into the break room, you know, it's a coffee break, we go into the break room and there's a tray of cookies. Someone can ask me, can we take these cookies? I guess. I mean, why not? They're kind of open here. I guess they're for everyone. So I guess is not, you're not sure. I bet is you are sure. Okay. And I'm included a little piece of lined paper here. If you get these notes later, I do recommend that you print the notes. I personally love learning on paper rather than on a screen. And you can even write your own notes. There's lots of places here to write your own example sentences. Okay. Next one, let's go. And I hope none of you saw the idiom yet. Number 4. Put something on the back b. Any ideas? Take a wild guess. It doesn't have to be correct. You put something on the back b. Miranda, I see you. You're correct, but I don't want to highlight your answer yet. I want a few more people to give it a try. Nice. Okay. Good. Few examples. Really good. I see someone said bag, bread. It's not bag, it's not bread, but I still love it. I love it. Good. We put something on, Miranda, the back burner. You put something on the back burner. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Okay. Perfect. Let's do this. Put something on the back burner. So what's a burner? A stove has 4 burners. We can see 1, 2, 3, 4. So what does it mean to put something on the back burner? You know, usually there's a little one back here that's not really useful. No one really needs to use this back burner. Definition: you delay a project or plan because 1, you are too busy. 2, it's not a priority. Or 3, you are not able to financially, time-wise, etc. You just put it on the back burner. This might help you. Well, I hope this helps you. When you're cooking, you put something on the back burner literally because it doesn't need the main burner. You know, you just put it to the back there. But in life, you put something on the back burner because it is not a priority. Put it to the back. Okay. Ooh. Example number 1. Are you still going to open your own coffee shop? No, that's on the back burner for now. That's not a priority. I don't really have time. Maybe I'm not motivated. Second example. We'll have to put our vacation plans on the back burner until we know how much the house repairs are going to cost. You know, vacation's gonna have to wait. Nice. EL, nice example. I had to put my travel plans on the back burner while I focused on finishing my work project. Yeah, I mean, what's something you guys have on the back burner? I'll try and think of an example as well. What's something I want to do, but it's not really a priority at the moment? Quite a few things are on the back burner. I think... Oh, well, building an English course. A lot of you have asked me to make an English course. I will. I'm gonna do this. However, I have a lot of other projects in the works. So right now, building an English course is on the back burner, but I will get to it. For the moment, it's not a priority. I'm working on other things. Yeah. But what about you guys? Is there anything that you have on the back burner? I see no importance attached to that work for a while. Yeah, you know, it's still there. It's on the burner, but it's just not a priority. Nice one. Getting married is on the back burner until I finish studying. Yeah, you know marriage is in your future, but not right now. It's on the back burner. Good. Okay. Fast cars. I will put learning Japanese on the back burner. Thus, I'm learning English now because I'm learning English now. Yeah, yes, exactly. Focus on English. Focus on English. Okay. Nice. Pedro. In my home, I'm always on the back burner. Okay. Normally wouldn't say a person's on the back burner. Good. Nice. Dara, great example. I put watching a movie on the back burner until I finish watching Arnel's live. I love that. That's right. This lesson's a priority. So Dara, I love your example. Normally with this idiom, we're using it for kind of bigger projects, bigger plans, but this is good. I like that. That's right. Dalton, I put on the back burner my plans to work in the US until my English is understandable. Right. Dalton, grammatically, we always put something on the back burner. So we would say, I put my plans to work in the US on the back burner. Put something on the back burner. Okay. Nitroxer, when do you stream? I stream every other Wednesday. So this Wednesday, I'm live, not next Wednesday. I will the week after, etc. Every other Wednesday. Let's keep going. Let's go. Oh, I gotta look at this example. This is another great one. We never put Arnel's live stream on the back burner. That's right. Excellent example. Thank you. Okay, I think the next one's under here. Okay. Any ideas? Any ideas? A ballpark What do you think? What could the word be? A ballpark Any guesses? Nice, a few answers. Nice, nice. Renata, a ballpark field. That would be literal, like a ballpark field. That's not it, but I like it. I see a lot of nice guesses. Let's take a look. Clarina, a ballpark figure. Excellent, a ballpark figure. And I've seen a lot of you write figure, so really nice. Okay, let me add this here. So, what's a ballpark figure? Okay, I'm gonna scroll. Ooh, I want to cover the next one. Bear with me. Sorry. Oop. Okay, there we go. Okay. A ballpark figure, you can see my little emoji here, kind of doing meh. An approximate number. We're usually speaking about price. And for this idiom, I wanted to give you the idiom origin. You know, every idiom has an origin. We don't need to go through all the origins, but for this one, I thought it would be good. So a baseball stadium, we can see here, is called a ballpark. Commentators would estimate the number of people attending the game. They would kind of guess, like, oh, today we have 2,000. You know, today we have 3,000. You know, so it's a ballpark figure is kind of a approximate number, a rough guess. Okay, so that's the origin. But of course, when we use this, we're not speaking about baseball. Rania, is it like give or take? Yes, it is. Give or take is like maybe add more, you give more, maybe take away a bit. So it's like give or take. It's similar. Yes. Okay. Let's look at a few examples. And remember, we're normally speaking about price. This is pretty specific. Okay. Person number 1. Can you give me a ballpark figure of how much the renovation will cost? I don't need to know the exact number. I just need an estimate. Just a ballpark figure around $10,000. So not the exact amount. Ballpark figure. Let's look at a little conversation. Would you like to book your dental cleaning for next year? Can you remind me how much a cleaning costs? Well, prices are going up next year, so I just need a ballpark figure. You know, person B is saying it doesn't have to be the exact amount. I just need a general idea. So it's really useful. Are you going to pay $100, $150? You kind of need to know a little bit. Yes, very nice. It's a ballpark figure that around, how many zeros are here? I can't count the zeros. Is that 100? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Is that a million? 1 million people are watching Arnel's live stream. Yes, that's what I want to see. I don't want that to be a ballpark figure. I want that to be the exact number. Good. Okay. Let's keep going. You know, I'm moving through these pretty quickly, but you can always rewatch this video. You can always pause the lesson, go back, rewatch it, get the notes, you know, review everything. Kamachi, it's quite an interesting idiom and it's new to me. I'm gonna use this in my conversations. Yeah, I mean, we talk about money a lot. We talk about paying for services. You know, you kind of do need a ballpark figure, just to give you an idea. Okay, let's keep going. Let's move. Number 6. Again, I want you to take a guess. Dodge a b. What do you think? If you're wrong, it doesn't matter. It could be anything. And while you are guessing, good. Okay. Nice. Okay, I'm seeing a few answers, lots of guesses. Good. Okay. Natalia, dodge a bullet. That's right, you dodge a bullet. And I saw lots of people with the correct answer and a few funny guesses. Rania, I love this, dodge a baby. That's not an idiom, but it should be. We should have an idiom, dodge a baby. Dodge a bullet. Good. Okay. First of all, we need to know what dodge means. If you don't know what dodge means, then the idiom is harder to understand. If you dodge something, you move quickly, so it doesn't hit you. I mean, here you can dodge a punch. If someone's gonna punch you, you can dodge. You can dodge a ball. And here, literally, this lady is dodging a bullet. Right. So if you dodge a bullet, kind of like this. Let's take a look at the definition. Ooh. Cover. Okay. Definition. Nothing bad happened to you, but it was close. You can see in these pictures, it's very close. You were almost punched. The ball almost hit you. The bullet almost got you. I really dodged a bullet by calling off my wedding to Al. It turns out he has a drinking problem. Let's break this sentence down. If you call something off, this is a phrasal verb. I love phrasal verbs. They're really important in English. Call off means cancel. So I really dodged a bullet by canceling my wedding to Al. It turns out. If something turns out, there's an unexpected result. It turns out he has a drinking problem. You know, it's good you didn't marry this person, for example. And in English, when we say a drinking problem, the drinking is always alcohol related. Nice. Okay. Perfect. Nice. Let's keep going. Riley dodged a bullet by quitting that job just before the company shut down. Shut down is another phrasal verb. It means close. You know, maybe they ran out of money. So, phew, that was close. I was late for the meeting, but luckily the boss was out. Whew, I dodged a bullet. Think about this person here. You're really thinking, phew, thank God, that was close. You dodged a bullet. Good. Let's keep going. Okay, not much longer. I think I only have a few more idioms. This was number 6. I think there are 2 more. Number 7, this is a fun one. The icing or possibly frosting on the k. Any ideas? The icing or frosting on the k. Good. Okay. I see, very nice, the icing on the cake. Absolutely, the icing on the cake. Mampy, cake, absolutely. Good. The icing on the cat. That's funny, Yogesh, I love it, but it's icing on the cake. Ooh, Irene, icing on the cookie. That would make sense, that would be really fun, but the idiom is cake. Okay. Scroll. Okay. So first, let's look at icing or frosting. Same thing. We have cake here, in the middle we have cake, and then frosting or icing is what you cover the cake with, that creamy stuff. Is frosting or icing necessary on a cake? It's not necessary. Cake is still delicious. Does frosting or icing make a cake better? Yes. So think about that when you think about this idiom. Definition. Something makes you are thinking about something. Let me remove that actually. That makes it confusing. Something makes a positive situation even better. Remember, cake is positive. Icing is extra positive. So something makes a positive situation even better. Good example, before we even go to the definition, there's a nice example here. Having my best friend as my business partner is just the icing on the cake. Absolutely. It's good to have a business partner, but you know what's even better? Having your best friend as your business partner. Yeah. Number 1. Getting the promotion was the icing on the cake after a successful year. Just extra. It's a bonus. Winning the championship was great, but the MVP award was the icing on the cake. And MVP means the most valuable player, the best player, the most valuable player. I was already excited about the trip, but getting a free upgrade to first class was the icing on the cake. Something extra, something special. L, the beach was beautiful, but the sunset view was the frosting on the cake of our vacation. Yes, absolutely. That's wonderful. Ooh, nice. Arnel, your ambition and enthusiasm is the icing on the cake. Thank you. Thank you. Allah, inserting those pictures on your explanation is the icing on the cake. You know, I love making my lessons very visual, and cake improves everything, even a picture of a cake. That's just the picture of the cake is the icing on the cake. There we go. I'm going to use this idiom more. Yeah, we need more cake in life. Cake in general, cake idioms, it's all good. Nice. Okay. And I believe, ooh, this is the last one, number 8. Let's look at one more. Okay, I'm going to remove this sheet of paper. I'm going to fill in this blank here. Number 8, last one we're going to look at today. Make yourself at home. Make yourself at home. This is really polite, really nice. Definition: a polite way to invite someone to relax and feel comfortable as if they were in their own home. If someone comes to your house, you can say, make yourself at home. Be comfortable. Ooh, Alexander says, there's a tropical fruit in Brazil, copuazu, is delicious for icing. Really? Oh, I'm going to look that up. I'm a big foodie. I'm interested in all things food related. I'm going to look that up. Okay. Good. Okay. Ooh, I was distracted by that icing. Okay. Please come in and make yourself at home. Thanks for having me over. And thanks for having me over means thank you for inviting me. Thanks for having me over. No problem. Make yourself at home. Take your shoes off. Sit on the couch. Get yourself a tea or coffee. As soon as I entered her house, she told me to make myself at home. She told me to make myself at home. Raphael, nice example, is the same as be my guest. They're very similar. make yourself at home means be comfortable in my house or even in your office. I'll make yourself at home. Just be comfortable here. Be my guest means, of course, you can do this action. For example, can I take one of those cookies? Oh, be my guest. This means, of course, you can do it. So it's similar, but not quite the same, Raphael. Why we say over? Thanks for having me over. We often use over when someone comes to your location. Come over to my house. Thanks for having me over. It's just a common way to describe my location. Good. Okay. Nice. Excellent. Let's take a look at everything we've looked at so far. Wow. We have 6 full pages of notes, 8 idioms. I hope you learned something new. Once again, you can join my channel, become an English nerd, and you can have all of my lesson notes from this lesson and the past live lessons. You just enter the password that only members get, and you can download everything. Okay, good. Excellent. Let me end my screen share. I'll end my screen share. End. Good. That's everything. I will see you again in 2 weeks. The next live will be on the 6th of November. And in the UK and in many places, the clocks go back 1 hour. So check the live time to make sure it fits your time. The time for you might be a bit different in the next live. So be sure to check if you're going to join me in 2 weeks. Dalton, for sure, I learned something new. Excellent. That's what I want to hear. Leo, oh, you're wrapping up. Yeah, we got through those idioms very quickly. Great. I want you all to have a wonderful rest of the week, and I will see you in